All right, January 3rd, 2019. Our first work study of the year. Looks like it's just Audie and myself for now. There's been a number of topics that have been suggested. The November-December rewards, 2019 direction, priorities, goals, desires, roles, the JavaScript Vue framework building for social ledger portal, which is Audie and I have spent a good amount of time on that. We haven't gotten very far on it. Do a little more research. And I guess it was the topic of the Rolang and Scala work studies, which if others join us, we might discuss. From time to time, I may host a session on Rolang or Scala. I think we really need other people to step forward, and since the level of activity has dropped, and people are feeling a little frustrated, and there's all kinds of FUD about RChain, and the rock today is at an all-time low.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. If you look at a KuCoin here, it says 3 cents. It's just over 2.5 cents, I think.
Wow.
I wish I had some other some more. I wish I could buy some more. But,
is it not open for trading? Or?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it you can buy more, can't you?
Well, I could, except that I've already bought my whole budget. Basically it's my total investment in crypto, or my allowance, is fixed. So I pretty much sold everything else and bought rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
buy any more, I'll cut your fingers off.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to buy anymore. And, I mean, a year ago, when the rock was worth 100 times as much, I was very well off. I was, thought I was a rich man. I bought all kinds of stuff. And now I don't have anything to pay for it with. Oh boy. It's not that bad, but it's discouraging, and I think that's why we're having a low turnout, and I don't know how we're going to provide incentives. I think incentives are an important thing. Maybe incentives. You have little budgets. So you want to should we get the rewards out of the way?
Yeah, let's start on those rewards.
I did some preparation for it. I got got some stats and such, but our situation for November, December was that we were reward activities reflected in the social ledger.
Yeah.
And we had limited activity in the social ledger. I did some stats on the number of social ledger commands that people did. And I copied that into the channel and into the spreadsheet.
Is there a reason there are two spreadsheets? Nov deck and then deck again?
This December reward sheet here.
Yeah, because I thought we were combining them because we didn't do November, did we?
Oh, let's. I think this was just set up for the next month, and we didn't use it. So I'm going to rename this one January. Okay. Yeah, we started filling out the November one, and so we're combining the months. We're just there was so little activity in the social ledger in November that it wasn't worth making separate payments. And you know, the total value of what was done with respect to the social ledger wasn't clear. I mean, have it right after you look back in the log and see if that's what was done. But what we came out with was work on the docs. The main thing was people who worked on the social, who worked on in the log document itself. I don't know what other progress was made in other documents. If we look at the revision history here, you can see myself and Adi, and you see David in here, some, mostly Adi and myself. Owen, so a little bit. So let me move this down here. We have Owens in here. We'll just put in 10% here for Owens. And then David and Adi. Okay, so unless there's any other document work, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a lot of document work.
Yeah.
Or other document work.
We didn't put any for Discord because that was we were supposed to be using Mattermost. And I put most of that under the social ledger here. And this is the December stats. We had actually 35 people who signed in. Is the total post 633. This doesn't include November. Of course, it was happening in November. Except people did join in November. there's the list of the people who were active. I also copied that into the spreadsheet down here as to just to see who used Mattermost at all.
All right.
But you know, in terms of the content, there really, I don't know if there was much content.
Yeah.
There was some activity in the Rolang channel, and so I put some stuff here for Rolang.
All right.
You could look at other activity in Mattermost. You might be able to fill this out further. And then there's the issue of what the total rock distribution should be.
Mm. Are you still on a statement of work or no?
No.
No, not anymore.
No,
So we should be putting you in here as well, right?
I'm not. No, I'm not collecting any rewards either.
Oh, okay.
So we penciled in here 5,000 rock for the month. That's well, at today's price, give you 3 cents.
Be like $100, wouldn't it?
I mean, do we want to spend 10,000?
Well, I suppose how much have we got is the other question.
Well, probably should have rebooted before this meeting. Response here is miserable. Click on MetaMask here. Doesn't open. The RChain activists, we've got 92,000 rock.
They clearly haven't updated their pricing on that.
What the heck? That's kind of silly. It was never worth that much. And I suppose we also have we got no rock here.
Huh.
We get all our rock is in the activist account.
Well, there was a BYOID account, right? Would there be anything in there?
Well, we didn't do any work in the BYO anyway.
Ah, fair enough.
20,000 rock here. And I wanted to look also at that's 1.88 in the whole lot, considering the ETH price is way down too.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else that should be rewarded for November, December?
Let's have a look. I don't really think there's much else. Because pretty much all I work was on that stuff.
No. So BYOID, no activity. RChain CoLab, nothing. Digital identity. Some stuff looks like there's some activity here. I think this was mostly Gary. No team. Multineering is Nick
Main. Mutineering.
Interesting. But who is he?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I was wondering if he knows Gary.
I don't know. If we get too detailed here, it's going to be a bit painful.
Oh, who's Plant Eater as well?
Yeah, well, Plant Eater had by far the highest count of actions, social ledger actions.
Ah, right, that's what it is. Okay.
Okay, so we gave her 30. Your work directly on the portal was probably the most work, so we gave you 50. And you worked a lot. You were up there. Plant Eater had 107 actions.
What did they do to get 107 actions?
You had 13, but I think that you had a few more that we from the very beginning, so you may have had double that.
107 is pretty good, though.
Yeah, she was definitely the most active there. But we don't have Multineering on here, right?
Mutineering.
Mute. Oh, mute. And well, these percentages are already off. We've allocated
110, haven't we? Sorry, 120.
I'm not really too worried about making it right.
Oh, okay.
We just went over budget. That's all.
Yeah.
And as we involve more people, we're really involving more work that we haven't considered, right? That's a good excuse.
Yeah. So back to our original question, did we want to keep the rock 5,000 or make it 10,000 for 2 months?
$10,000 it is.
Sweet.
And let's see. I'm going through continuing through the channels here. I'm going to show you. Okay. No, there's not much there, really. I don't know about any work done on this. I assume there was some work done on this. So let's add Valentine here. For 20. Of course, I budgeted 0 for that. Rolling work. Let me just stick 500 in there. And does that seem reasonable? I know, there was some work. I don't know that we have there was a GitHub repository and stuff set up for that. Nothing here.
Yeah, even if it did work, at the end of the day, you've got to make it accessible.
And nothing here. Social ledger bot, that's where I got the stats from. Sysadmin, nothing. Video CoLab, nothing. Okay. think that's covered. Is there anything else? We'll add it later. Hopefully some others will join the work study. Maybe it's the end of the work study. Because normally when we met at 2, it wasn't well publicized, but this one has been, we've always had it on Thursday at this time.
Yeah.
So we'll copy and paste this URL into here. Control K, Control V, enter. Do you have anything you want to cover on the 2019's incentive directions, priorities, desires, roles?
Not particularly. I mean, I suppose goals is as we've been doing, and priorities, which is a bit of, I think, rolling a bit of other stuff. That seems to work pretty well. Actually, it's probably more a desire than or direction than a goal.
I'll put find work study leaders here as a top goal. I mean, if someone is going to present something or do something, that gives people reason to attend. Okay, and that takes us.
I suppose.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say probably alongside that, attendance to boost, incentives to boost attendance as well.
Well, that's what are the other incentives? Getting good topics and good leaders is one way to is one incentive.
I suppose after that, it's just payouts.
Okay.
But then since the rock is worth not a lot, people are sort of dwindling.
Okay, all of the activity, most of the activities in the rolling channel are bounties offered by our bounties offered by RChain. How come in Town Square? I don't get it. This is working.
It always redirects you there, doesn't it?
think this is the row line here. Oh, that's culture.
Do we have a culture channel?
This is it here. Oops. Not what I wanted. Jeez. I don't know why these things are like the wrong size, and there's bugs here. Yes. Um, um, where we have I mean, these are activities that some people are doing. Thing is that, you know, if we can make work study topics on these areas, there are boundaries available for them.
Hmm.
Okay, these are just links here. Those are just links. So, um, okay, that takes us to the JavaScript view framework.
Yes.
And basically did nothing on that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the error was because we fixed the paths. But it wouldn't run, would it?
No. What I was last looking at was, you know, it seemed like our main problem was we had not installed Webpack properly, or we didn't have Webpack set up properly.
Mm.
Looking at this description here, which seems to be a little bit different than the way we're set up. So this is where we are on robot.net, DigLife account, DigLife portal directory, and we looking through the history here, what we were doing. We did a lot of builds, and eventually we got the build to work.
Yeah, we just went through fixing path errors because npm and node don't understand the at. So we just changed it to dot source.
I guess we were using, it was running, but
I think it built, but it didn't run from memory.
yeah, we had, we weren't exactly clear on what the build does exactly.
Yeah.
And the build is doing a Webpack-D watch. So that runs the Webpack for us. Okay, and Webpack is watching the files now. I had a little bit of a problem. Ooh. Oh.
Sweet. That looks like it completed successfully. Oh, no, still going.
Okay, and it's running. Now, if I had a problem here when I did a Control Z, the environment was screwed up. So now, if I try to do a,
Oh. I remember this. Yeah, we got it to run, but we couldn't figure out where it was running.
and we couldn't find any port being opened. So it's it's running, but it's not actually running the app.
Running, yeah, that's right.
Okay, and if we do a node run .js now, we come back to one of the same problems we had before.
I wonder if there's like a Webpack run.
Oh, I know it. I think I know what's wrong. Okay, the question is, where is it building this? Is it in source directory? Let's just go back to this thing and see how we run a program. Source index.js. Okay, well, we don't have any index.js in our source.
Oh, perhaps we should fire a message to Joachim and ask him if he knows what port it should be running on.
No, we confirmed that it isn't running any port.
Yeah.
Let's go to here. And where would it be? Would Meeting system. I don't know why he's giving us pointer to this webpack dashboard.
Yeah. I suppose it's a CLI, so.
Well, we got the install to say. I mean, the install works perfectly.
Oh,
So
damn.
it says it's just.
Hmm. Oh, I probably have to run off for today, sorry. I have to pick this up next week, but that looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know that we need the. We really, it's not clear to me that we need the dashboard. We're having the problem with starting our server.
Hmm.
Okay, we're not doing that, or we're not doing that successfully.
Yeah, but just above it, it has a dev start using Webpack dashboard.
Well, we don't have a we don't have a script for start.
Oh, all right.
Okay, oh, what the heck?
Oh, I better run. So I will see you next week.
Very good, guy. Take it easy.
All right. See you, Jim.